One of my biggest lessons in life is we heal at the speed of our forgiveness. A little foolishness, enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors. That will do. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. Nothing in your life will change unless you change. You think you know someone, but mostly you just know what you want to know. It took a long time, but I have learned that you just can't take anything you want out of life without putting something back in exchange. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes. You can't understand everything immediately. Sometimes you need to wait. Some goodbyes set you free. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. Life changes for the better when we realize that we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend that we do. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness in people. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy. The more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. The biggest thing you need to accept is change. You don't only live once, you live multiple lives within one. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they will tell you. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in a later part of life and understand why you did what you did. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere. And persistence is what keeps you going. You can fall in love more than once, You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the good. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Don't make promises if you have no intention to fulfill them. It might not mean anything to you, but it could mean a whole world to someone else. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. You don't find your purpose somewhere else. You create your purpose, exactly where you are, and you bear meaning to it. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. You grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, excepting your mind. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. Letting go isn't a one-time thing. It's something you have to do every day, over and over again. Difficult roads always lead to beautiful destinations. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Courage is the most important of all the virtues because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Most people will deceive you if you give them at least half a chance. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Every next level of your life will demand a different you. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. The most important thing in life is learning how to fall. Bad days build better days. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. People tend to complicate their own lives as if living weren't already complicated enough. A tough lesson in life that one has to learn is that not everybody wishes you well.